Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and I'm here my last night in Japan. I come back home to America tomorrow. I know it's been very short, but it has been an amazing trip. I realized how much I really miss living here. It was really awesome experience. Today we did Sanrio Puro Land, which was insane. First of all, cuteness overload, just between the characters and then the little children that were just Japanese kids are so damn cute. And I know they say the same thing about American kids too. Just kids are cute. Kids are really cute. There was this one little girl. I felt so bad for her because if I had seen it, if I had seen this thing happen on America's Funniest Home Videos, I would have been laughing my heads off because there's nothing funnier than watching little kids get hurt. But in person, I felt really bad. I felt really. She was just scooting to get a picture and she just fell right backwards and she fell on her head and she was fine. I mean, she wasn't like dead or anything, but she was screaming bloody murder and I felt so bad for her. It looked like it hurt the poor thing. But I mean, there was this little boy at lunch who he kept, giving me high fives and, he was just really super cute. I seriously was like, can I just keep your kid? Like, they're just so damn cute. I can't take it. Ugh. But the one thing I am over is the humidity. Like, it is ruined my hair. Like every time I try to do any sort of picture, as much as I would love to look decent, I don't, but whatever. What can you do, right? You can't change the humidity. And plus, and whenever it's weird because I go outside and I see like guys in full suits and I'm thinking, how the hell do they do it? Oh my God. Or I see like old people walking around just like it's nobody's business, no big whoop. I'm like, fuck, kudos to you. There's no way. So maybe that's just because I live in the desert now and I don't have any humidity. I'm not used to that at all. But man, I was just sweating buckets every single day of this trip. And not just because I had to walk a lot. Today I actually ended up having the least amount of steps at like 8,000 steps that I had this entire trip. So that I found that to be a little bit interesting. But overall, it's a fun trip, and I'm looking forward to coming home. So it'll be a while before you get the next video. Uh, but anyways, so let's talk a little bit about General Hospital. I, if you watch the show now, you're not going to know what that was, but that was the original theme song a billion years ago when I first started watching the show. So some good things about so the big reveal this week on General Hospital was that Hayden, who I enjoy, uh, is actually Elizabeth Weber's half sister, and they hate each other. Of course they do. I mean, it's a soap opera. Why would you get along with someone and then find out you're related? Of course not. You're either going to be getting along with them too much and dating them and finding out you're related, or you're going to hate them and find out you're related. That's pretty much how it works on soap operas, right? So that was the big reveal, was that, and of course, and it's always it, and I don't know if this happens in real life or not. So I'm gonna have all of my nurse friends out there let me know, because it's always some rare blood type that needs someone, and the only one that can match is their sibling. Really? I mean, like their mom and their dad won't match, but their sibling will. I mean, it just that whole aspect of that storyline seemed a little bit contrived to me. I was like, okay, I don't mind the fact that Hayden is Elizabeth Weber's half sister. At first, I thought that the big secret would be that Hayden's mother gave birth to Elizabeth Weber, so they would still be sisters, but from the other way. But it makes more sense having Hayden's dad be Jeff Weber. And I want to say, even though Hayden's father did bilk all those people out of money, like he was the what was Madoff. He was kind of like the Bernie Madoff type character. Uh, I will say that I enjoyed how devoted he was to his daughter. That he didn't even know was. I don't know if he knew or not. Whatever. She wasn't. She isn't really his. But and so good. Good for him for caring for her. Anyways. Um, so that's the deal. That was the big reveal this week. I like that in the respect that it gives us more screen time with Hayden because I enjoy Hayden a lot. It also gives her something to talk to Dr. Finn about because I love me some Dr. Finn. I think he's great as well. Um, Another thing is it kind of opens the door for Jeff Weber to come back. And I know you're thinking, oh my God, Jeff Weber, that name hasn't been around in forever. But that is one thing that General Hospital is very good at is picking up people who have not been on the show in decades and then seamlessly bringing them back into the canvas. That's incredible. That they do that very, very well. So I got to give them credit for that. I was not watching because I told you I had to take a little break from General Hospital for a little while. First of all, I want to say also that I love me some Carly. Carly is great, and apparently there was some special Carly centric episode where they showed all three actresses who played Carly on the same episode. That's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool that they did that. But I love me some Carly. The thing with Carly this week, excuse me, got something caught in my throat. The thing with Carly was this week is that, she found her daughter Jocelyn's kidney donor, which was this girl named Nell, or so we think. We'll see if that actually ends up being true. My money's on no. But she, she initially hired Nell to be Avery's babysitter, but then Bobby was like, excuse me, no one asked me, I would do it. So they had to have Bobby do it and they fired Nell. But then she gave her a job as her personal assistant instead. So, I don't mind Nell. She's not a bad actress, and the storyline it's all right. It's nothing wonderful, but it's nothing like, oh God, really. General Hospital, I will give them a lot of credit for that. Is that they don't have that many storylines where you're like, oh Jesus, are you for real? Seriously, as opposed to Days of Our Lives. Just saying, and that's my favorite. Days is my favorite show, but I mean there are some times lately. Well, not lately. Lately, they've been on an uptick, but it's been a little bit rough. Anyways, so it kind of sets the stage for a Jeff Weber coming back to the show, which would be very, very great. We'll see if that happens or not. I'll be very curious. And if they do bring him back, are they going to recast? Because the original guy who played Jeff Weber was MacGyver, And let's be real, they have that show rebooted and he is not on it. So it's like, okay, obviously I'm not saying he needs the work, but I mean, he kind of needs the work. I mean, it's not like he's got all these offers, banging down his door. I mean, I'm sure he could find at least time for a short stint. One thing that I didn't watch that I really wish I would have, not because it would have helped me to understand the character that much, but because I just would have loved to have seen it, was when James Franco was on the show playing Franco. That would have been really cool. Well, I missed that though. That was in the time when I had to take my GH break. So I'm looking forward to, but I love Roger Howarth. I think he's the best. I've loved him since he was, Todd on One Life to Live, which was a little strange though, because he was totally Marty's rapist. So that's kind of like, oh, yeah, but he's so funny. He's a very humorous actor. So, anyways, so that's really pretty much all that I have time for today. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. I'm definitely going to be watching General Hospital this week to see how things work out. Obviously, I've missed a few episodes this week because I've been in Japan. So I'm catching up over the weekend and, over the week, I guess. And by next week, by the time I do this show again, I'll be 100% caught up. Now, tomorrow night, when I eventually do film my next show, it's going to be all about my favorite show, My Ladies of Melbourne. Real Housewives of Melbourne. I gotta talk about them. I love them, especially because Bravo doesn't really feel like talking about them ever, so I'm gonna do it for them then. Snap. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful day.